There comes a moment in every life when the question arises, what is the true purpose that will guide my journey? In that instant, the seeds of lasting success are sown, for no achievement of enduring value is ever born from aimless wandering. The world is filled with those who drift, their days shaped by circumstance rather than conviction, their destinies determined by the winds of chance. Yet, history remembers the few who charted their own course, who fixed their gaze upon a definite purpose and refused to be swayed. Napoleon Hill, whose words have inspired generations, declared that definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. This is not a mere suggestion, but a law as immutable as gravity. Without a clear, unwavering aim, even the most gifted will squander their talents, while those of modest means, armed with purpose, will rise to heights undreamed of. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, a man of humble beginnings who transformed the world with his inventions. Edison did not stumble upon greatness by accident. He set his sights on illuminating the darkness, and every setback, every failure, became a stepping stone toward his goal. His purpose was so clear, so consuming, that it drew to him the resources, the people, and the ideas necessary for success. When others saw only obstacles, Edison saw opportunities to refine his vision. This is the power of a definite purpose. It acts as a magnet, drawing to you the circumstances and allies you need. It gives meaning to sacrifice and transforms toil into triumph. When you know what you want, and why you want it, you become unstoppable. Doubt and fear lose their grip, for your mind is fixed upon a single, shining objective. But how does one discover this purpose? It begins with honest self-minded examination. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I desire above all else? What am I willing to give in exchange for its attainment? Write your answer clearly and review it daily. Let it become the guiding star by which you navigate every decision, every action. Phil taught that the subconscious mind responds to the clarity and intensity of your purpose. When you impress your goal upon your mind with faith and repetition, unseen forces begin to work in your favor. Ideas will come, opportunities will appear, and you will find yourself moving steadily toward your objective, often in ways you could not have foreseen. Let us not forget the role of persistence. The journey to lasting success is rarely swift or easy. There will be moments of doubt, times when the path seems blocked. Yet, those who hold fast to their purpose, who refuse to turn back, will find that every difficulty contains the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The world yields its treasures only to those who prove their determination. Surround yourself with those who share your vision or who will support your quest. The mastermind principle, as Hill described, multiplies your power and accelerates your progress. No one climbs a mountain of success alone. Seek counsel, share your dreams, and draw strength from the collective wisdom of your allies. Above all, and purpose without action is a dream unfulfilled. Each day, take some step, no matter how small, toward your goal. Let your purpose inform your habits, your associations, your very thoughts. In time, you will find that the journey itself becomes a source of joy, for you are living in harmony with your highest calling. As you reflect on your own journey, remember this lasting success is not reserved for the fortunate few. It is the birthright of all who dare to define their purpose and pursue it with unwavering resolve. The world awaits your contribution. Will you answer the call? Begin today. Write your purpose. Commit to it. Let nothing turn you aside. In the words of Napoleon Hill, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Your journey to lasting success starts now. Take the first step, and the path will reveal itself before you. Pause for a moment and consider this: the greatest fortunes, the most enduring legacies, and the happiest lives are not built in a single day. They are the result of countless small actions, repeated with purpose and conviction, day after day. In the quiet hours before dawn and the choices made when no one is watching, the seeds of lasting success are sown. It is not the grand gesture, but the daily habit that shapes destiny. Napoleon Hill, the master chronicler of achievement, taught that success is not an accident, nor is it a matter of luck. It is the inevitable outcome of consistent, positive action. Each day offers a new opportunity to move closer to your goal, to reinforce your purpose, and to build the character required for greatness. The habits you form, whether of thought or of deed, become the invisible architecture of your future. Let us look to the example of Andrew Carnegie, whose rise from humble beginnings to industrial titan was not the result of a single stroke of genius, but of disciplined daily effort. Carnegie understood that every day was a brick in the edifice of his success. He cultivated the habit of learning, of planning and acting with intention. Over time, these habits compounded, creating a momentum that carried him far beyond his origins. Hill reminds us that the mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of positive thought and nurture them with daily attention, you will reap a harvest of achievement. But if you neglect your mind, weeds of doubt and fear will take root. The habit of auto-suggestion, repeating affirmations of your purpose and your ability, strengthens your resolve and keeps your vision clear, even when the world is clouded with uncertainty. Consider, too, the power of small wins. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, each time you complete a task, no matter how minor, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of success. These victories, accumulated over weeks and months, build the confidence and discipline required to tackle greater challenges. Success, Hill wrote, is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. But habits are not formed by accident. They are the result of conscious choice and persistent effort. Begin by identifying one action that, if performed daily, would move you closer to your goal. Commit to it. Track your progress. Celebrate your consistency. In time, this action will become as natural as breathing, and you will find yourself seeking new habits to support your journey. Surround yourself with those who value growth and discipline. The mastermind principle applies. It is well when you associate with others who are committed to positive habits. Their example will inspire and sustain you. Share your goals, encourage one another, and hold each other accountable. In this way, the journey becomes lighter, and the rewards greater. Remember, the path to lasting success is not a sprint, but a marathon. There will be days when progress seems slow, when setbacks threaten to erode your resolve. In these moments, return to your habits. Trust the process. Know that every positive action, no matter how small, is a step forward. As you move through your days, let your habits reflect your highest aspirations. Let each morning be a new beginning, each evening a time for reflection and gratitude. In the end, it is not what you do once, but what you do consistently that will determine your destiny. So I ask you, what habit will you begin today? What small action, repeated faithfully, will become the cornerstone of your success? The journey to lasting achievement begins not with a leap, but with a single, deliberate step. Take that step now, and let your daily habits carry you ever forward toward the life you desire and deserve. Imagine standing at the threshold of your dreams, uncertain of what lies ahead. In that moment, what carries you forward is not mere hope, but a deep and abiding faith in yourself, in your vision, and in the unseen forces that respond to unwavering belief. Napoleon Hill taught that faith is the cornerstone of all achievement, the invisible power that transforms desire into reality. Faith is not a passive wish, nor is it blind optimism. It is an active, living force that must be cultivated and strengthened through conscious effort. When you believe in your ability to succeed, you awaken dormant hours within your mind. Doubt and fear may knock at your door, but faith stands as a sentinel, refusing them entry. It is this inner conviction that enables you to persist when others falter, to rise after every fall, and to see opportunity where others see only obstacles. Consider the story of Henry Ford, who dared to envision a world where every family could own an automobile. The world scoffed at his dream, yet Ford's faith in his vision was unshakable. He faced ridicule, financial setbacks, and repeated failure, but he pressed on, guided by the certainty that his goal was possible. In time, his faith attracted the people, resources, and ideas needed to bring his vision to life. Ford's journey is a testament to the power of belief to shape destiny. Hill reminds us that faith is strengthened by repetition. Through the practice of auto-suggestion, repeating affirmations of your purpose and your ability, you impress your desires upon the subconscious mind. Over time, these thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs become actions. The world responds to those who act with conviction. For faith is magnetic, it draws to you the circumstances and allies you require. But faith must be anchored in purpose. It is not enough to wish for success, you must know what you want and why you want it. When your vision is clear and your belief unwavering, you become a force of nature. Obstacles shrink before your determination, and setbacks become stepping stones. The journey may be long, and the night may be dark, but faith lights the way. Surround yourself with those who believe in you and your mission. The mastermind principle, as Hill described, multiplies faith and courage. When you share your vision with others who support and encourage you, your belief grows stronger. In moments of doubt, their faith will sustain you, just as yours will inspire them. Remember, every great achievement began as a thought, nurtured by faith and brought to life by action. The world is filled with those who abandon their dreams at the first sign of difficulty. But those who succeed are those who hold fast to their vision, who believe in themselves when no one else will, and who act with the certainty that success is not only possible, but inevitable. So I ask you, what do you believe is possible for your life? Will you allow doubt to dictate your destiny, or will you choose faith? The journey to lasting success is paved with belief in your purpose, in your abilities, and in the promise that what you seek is seeking you. Take the next step with faith, and watch as the world opens its doors to your dreams. Picture a river carving its way through solid rock. It does not do so with a single mighty blow, but through the patient, relentless flow of water, day after day, year after year. So it is with persistence, the quiet, unyielding force that shapes destinies and overcomes the greatest obstacles. Napoleon Hill called persistence the sustained effort necessary to induce faith and transform desire into reality. Many begin the journey to success with enthusiasm, but only those who persist reach the summit. The world is filled with stories of those who gave up just before the dawn, who allowed temporary defeat to become permanent failure. Yet, history reserves its highest honors for those who refused to quit, who pressed on when the path grew steep and the night seemed endless. Consider the example of Abraham Lincoln, whose life was marked by repeated setbacks, business failures, political defeats, personal losses. Yet, Lincoln's determination never wavered. He learned from each disappointment, adjusted his course, then pressed forward. In time, his persistence carried him to the highest office in the land, where he changed the course of history. Lincoln's story is a testament to the power of refusing to surrender. Hill reminds us that persistence is not a trait one is born with, but a habit that can be developed. It begins with a clear purpose, fueled by desire and sustained by faith. When obstacles arise, and they surely will, remind yourself why you began. Let your vision burn so brightly that no setback can extinguish it. Each challenge is an invitation to grow stronger, to prove your commitment to your goal. Surround yourself with those who encourage your persistence. The mastermind principle is vital here when you share your journey with others who believe in your mission. Their support will help you endure the storms. In moments of doubt, their faith will rekindle your own. Persistence is also a matter of discipline. Break your goal into daily actions and commit to them regardless of how you feel. There will be days when motivation wanes, when progress seems invisible. In these moments, act anyway. Trust that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your destination. Remember, every great achievement was once considered impossible. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is often a single quality, the refusal to give up. The world yields its rewards to those who persist, who rise after every fall, and who keep moving forward when others turn back. So I ask you, will you persist when the way is hard? Will you press on when others doubt? The art of persistence is the art of victory. Let your determination be as constant as the river, and in time, you will carve your own path to lasting success. Imagine a single candle burning in the darkness. Its light is modest, its reach limited. Now picture 1,000 candles, each igniting the next, until the room is ablaze with brilliance. This is the power of the mastermind, the lion-safe principle Napoleon Hill regarded as one of the most potent forces for achievement. Alone, our efforts are finite. Together, our possibilities multiply beyond measure. Throughout history, the greatest accomplishments have seldom been the work of a solitary genius. Behind every towering success, and a network of minds united by a common purpose and the spirit of harmony. Hill observed that when two or more people come together in a spirit of cooperation, a third, intangible force is created a mastermind greater than the sum of its parts. Consider the partnership of Wilbur and Orville Wright. Their dream of flight was dismissed as folly by the world. Yet together, they combined their knowledge, their faith, and their determination. Each brother brought unique strengths, and together they solved problems that would have defeated either one alone. Their alliance attracted the support ideas and resources needed to turn the impossible into reality. The mastermind principle is not limited to inventors or industrialists. It is available to all who seek progress. Begin by seeking out those who share your vision, who believe in your purpose, and who are willing to work in harmony. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you to grow, who offer encouragement in times of doubt, and who celebrate your victories as their own. Hill taught that the mastermind alliance is a source of inspiration and accountability. When you share your goals with others, you invite their insight and support. Their perspectives may reveal solutions you had not considered. Their belief in your mission will sustain you when your own faith wavers. In return, your commitment will inspire them to pursue their own dreams with renewed vigor. But the mastermind is more than a meeting of minds, it is a union of hearts. True alliances are built on trust, respect, and a willingness to give as well as receive. Seek to contribute as much as you gain. Offer your knowledge, your encouragement, and your time. In doing so, you strengthen the bonds that make the alliance unbreakable. As you build your mastermind, remember that diversity is a strength. Welcome those with different backgrounds, skills, and perspectives. The richest ideas often emerge from the meeting of unlike minds. Be open to new ways of thinking, and let the collective wisdom of your group guide you. The journey to lasting success is too great to travel alone. The world's most enduring achievements are born of collaboration, not isolation. By joining forces with others, You accelerate your progress, multiply your results, and create a legacy that endures. So, I ask you, who will you invite into your circle? Whose dreams will you help ignite? The power of the Mastermind Alliance awaits those who dare to reach beyond themselves. Unite your efforts with others, and together you will accomplish what none could achieve alone. Imagine walking a path only to find it blocked by a fallen tree. Some would turn back, discouraged by the obstacle. But those who achieve lasting success see not a barrier, but a bridge and opportunity to climb higher, to learn, and to grow. Napoleon Hill taught that every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The wise do not curse their setbacks, they transform them into stepping stones. Throughout history, the stories of great men and women are marked not by unbroken triumph, but by the way they responded to disappointment. Thomas Edison, whose inventions changed the world, faced thousands of failed experiments before perfecting the electric light. Each failure was not a defeat, but a lesson, a clue that brought him closer to success. Edison famously remarked, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Hill reminds us that setbacks are not signs to abandon our dreams, but invitations to refine our approach. When you encounter failure, pause and ask, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve? The answers you find will become the foundation of your future victories. Disappointments test our resolve. They reveal the depth of our desire and the strength of our purpose. Those who give up at the first sign of difficulty will never know the satisfaction of overcoming. But those who persist, who adapt and innovate, discover that each setback contains a hidden gift, a new skill, a fresh perspective, or an unexpected opportunity. Surround yourself with those who encourage you to see beyond the immediate pain of failure. The Mastermind Alliance is invaluable here, for others may see possibilities you have missed. Share your struggles, seek counsel, and draw strength from the collective wisdom of your allies. Remember, the journey to lasting success is not a straight line. It is a winding road, marked by detours and delays. But each obstacle you overcome becomes a testament to your resilience. Each disappointment you endure becomes a chapter in your story of triumph. So I ask you, how will you respond to your next setback? Will you let it stop you, or will you use it as a stepping stone? The choice is yours. Embrace your failures, learn from them, and let them lift you higher on your journey to lasting success. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a world, not as it is, but as it could be. In that instant, you tap into the most powerful engine of progress ever known to man's imagination. Napoleon Hill believed that imagination is the workshop of the mind, where desires are shaped into plans and dreams are given the breath of life. It is through creative thinking and vivid visualization that new paths are discovered and obstacles are overcome. Every great achievement began as a vision in someone's mind. The skyscraper, the airplane, the symphony, all were first imagined before they became reality. Hill taught that there are two forms of imagination: synthetic, which rearranges old ideas into new combinations, and creative, which brings forth entirely new concepts. Both are essential on the journey to lasting success. Consider the story of Walt Disney, who saw a magical kingdom in a patch of swampland. Where others saw only mud and mosquitoes, Disney's imagination conjured castles, laughter, and wonder. He held fast to his vision, refining it with each setback until the world could see what he had seen all along. Disney's legacy is a testament to the power of creative thinking to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. Hill reminds us that imagination must be cultivated. Set aside time each day to dream, to ask what if, and to visualize your goals in vivid detail. Picture yourself achieving your desires, see the sights, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. The more real your vision becomes in your mind, the more powerfully it will draw you toward its fulfillment. But imagination is not mere fantasy. It must be harnessed to action. Use your creative mind to solve problems, to find new approaches when old methods fail. When you encounter a roadblock, ask yourself, how else might this be done? What resources have I overlooked? The answers you seek may come in a flash of inspiration, or in the quiet moments of reflection. Surround yourself with those who value innovation and encourage your ideas. The Mastermind Alliance is a fertile ground for imagination, as the meeting of minds often sparks new solutions. Share your dreams, listen to the visions of others, and let the collective creativity of your group propel you forward. Remember, the journey to achievement is not a straight line. It is a winding path, illuminated by the light of imagination. When you dare to dream, when you allow your mind to explore the unknown, you unlock possibilities that others cannot see. So I ask you, what vision will you bring to life? How will you use your imagination to shape your destiny? The engine of progress is within you. Start it now, and let your creative spirit lead you to heights you have only begun to imagine. Picture a builder standing before an empty lot, blueprint in hand. Without a plan, even the finest materials and the strongest desire will not produce a lasting structure. So it is with success, dreams require organized planning to become reality. Napoleon Hill taught that a clear, actionable plan is the bridge between desire and achievement, and that flexibility is the key to enduring growth. Many set out on the journey to success with enthusiasm, but falter when faced with obstacles. The difference between those who reach their goals and those who do not is often the quality of their planning. Hill reminds us that a plan need not be perfect at the start, it must simply exist. Begin by writing down your goal, then outline the steps required to reach it. Break each step into manageable actions, and assign a timeline for their completion. But plans, like roads, are seldom straight. Challenges will arise, circumstances will change, and what once seemed certain may become uncertain. Here, flexibility becomes your greatest ally. Review your plan regularly. Ask yourself what is working, what must be adjusted. Be willing to revise your approach without losing sight of your ultimate destination. Consider the story of Mary Kay Ash, who founded her cosmetics empire with a simple business plan and a willingness to adapt. When faced with setbacks, she did not abandon her dream. Instead, she listened to feedback, adjusted her strategies, and empowered her team to do the same. Her ability to plan, act, and adapt turned a small investment into a global success. He'll emphasize the importance of specialized knowledge. Seek out information and skills that will help you refine your plan. Consult with experts, read widely, and never stop learning. The Mastermind Alliance is invaluable. You surround yourself with those who can offer insight, challenge your assumptions, and help you see new possibilities. Action is the test of any plan. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Begin with what you have, where you are. Each step forward will reveal new information and opportunities. Celebrate your progress, learn from your setbacks, and adjust your course as needed. Remember, sustainable growth is not achieved through rigid adherence to a single path, but through the willingness to adapt and improve. The most successful journeys are those guided by a clear vision, a flexible plan, and the courage to act. So I ask you, what plan will you create today? How will you adapt when challenges arise? The journey to lasting success is built one step at a time, guided by organized planning and sustained by the willingness to grow. Start building your blueprint now, and let each action move you closer to your dreams. Pause and reflect on the silent partner that shapes every decision, every reaction, every outcome in your life, the subconscious mind. Napoleon Hill taught that the subconscious is the connecting link between the conscious mind, where ideas are born, and the infinite intelligence that brings them to fruition. It is a fertile soil in which your beliefs, hopes, and fears take root and grow. Most people drift through life unaware of the power that lies beneath the surface of their thoughts. Yet, those who achieve lasting success understand that the subconscious mind can be trained, directed, and harnessed to serve their highest aims. The process begins with clarity. Decide what you want, and state it in positive, present mind tense language. The subconscious does not reason or judge, it simply accepts what it is given and works tirelessly to make it real. It'll emphasize the practice of autosuggestion, repeating affirmations of your goals and abilities until they become embedded in your subconscious. Each morning and evening, speak your desires aloud. Visualize yourself already in possession of your goal. Feel the emotions of success and let them saturate your mind. Over time, these repeated impressions will become beliefs, and beliefs will shape your actions. Consider the story of Jim Carrey, who, long before he was famous, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it for a future year. He carried that check in his wallet, visualizing his success daily. Years later, he received a movie contract for that very amount. Carrey's story is a modern testament to the power of programming the subconscious with unwavering belief. But the subconscious mind is not only a source of motivation, it is a wellspring of resilience. When setbacks occur, the beliefs you have planted will determine your response. If you have allowed doubt and fear to take root, you will falter at the first sign of difficulty. Surround yourself with positive influences. The Mastermind Alliance is a powerful tool for reinforcing the beliefs you wish to cultivate. Share your goals with those who support and encourage you. Let their faith strengthen your own, and offer the same in return. Remember, the subconscious mind is always at work, shaping your destiny according to the thoughts you allow to dominate. Guard your mind as you would a precious garden. Weed out negativity, plant seeds of hope, and water them daily with affirmation and gratitude. So I ask you, what beliefs will you plant today? How will you program your subconscious to support your journey? The power to change your life lies within you. Harness your subconscious mind and let it carry you forward, unwavering, toward the success you seek. Pause and listen to the quiet voice within, the subtle nudge, the sudden flash of insight, the feeling that guides you when logic alone cannot. Napoleon Hill called this the sixth sense, the mysterious faculty that connects us to infinite intelligence and reveals solutions beyond the reach of reason. On the journey to lasting success, intuition is not a luxury, but a necessity. Many dismiss that feelings as mere coincidence. Yet history is filled with stories of men and women who achieved greatness by trusting their inner guidance. Hill believed that the sixth sense is the culmination of all other principles: desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, the mastermind, and the subconscious mind. When these are harmonized, intuition awakens, offering flashes of inspiration at just the right moment. Consider the story of Alexander Graham Bell, who, after years of struggle and experimentation, was struck by a sudden idea that led to the invention of the telephone. Bell later described this insight as coming from a source beyond conscious thought. Such moments are not accidents, they are the rewards of preparation, focus, and openness to the unknown. Hill taught that intuition can be cultivated. Begin by quieting your mind each day. Set aside time for reflection, meditation, or simply sitting in silence. Ask yourself questions about your goals and challenges, then listen patiently for answers. Trust the first impressions that arise, even if they defy logic. The more you practice, the clearer and more reliable your intuition will become. Surround yourself with those who value insight and creativity. The Mastermind Alliance is a powerful amplifier of intuition, as the collective energy of the group often sparks ideas that no single member could have conceived alone. Share your hunches, listen to the instincts of others, and watch as new paths reveal themselves. But intuition is not a substitute for action. When a flash of insight comes, act on it. Test your ideas, learn from the results, and adjust your course as needed. The world rewards those who combine inner guidance with outer effort. Remember, the journey to lasting fulfillment is not mapped in advance. There will be moments when reason fails, when the way forward is shrouded in uncertainty. In these times, trust your sixth sense. Let it guide you through the fog, over the obstacles, and toward the breakthroughs that await. So I ask you, will you listen to your intuition? Will you trust the wisdom that whispers within? The sixth sense is the compass of the soul. Tune in and act boldly, and let your inner guidance lead you to a life of purpose, achievement, and joy.